What's up, gentlemen? So if I would have told you that one day this dude would be named People Magazine's sexiest man alive, you probably would have said, say what? Well, gentlemen, that whack-ass fanny pack wearing dude is none other than The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson. And in 2016, he was voted People Magazine's sexiest man alive. But why? What makes Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, the sexiest man alive? Is it because he's big, strong, muscular? Well, that's what you would think, but it's actually all of the intangibles. There are a lot of big, strong, muscular, handsome dudes out there that aren't the sexiest man alive. Sexiness, gentlemen, has a lot more to do with what's inside and how you portray yourself as opposed to what you physically look like. Today, gentlemen, we're talking about how to be sexier than other guys. The 6 sexiness secrets that The Rock has that you need to get. The first secret to be sexier than other people is to develop and work on your charisma. Charisma is the ability to attract, charm, and influence people around you. Every time you see Dwayne Johnson, he is super freaking charismatic. He uses his body language, his expressions. He's always smiling. He's engaging, he's laughing, he's not taking himself too seriously. Guys, this is something that you can develop, it's something you can work on. It's about making somebody feel like you're listening, like you're engaging, like you're actually wanting to know about them, which is the second sexiness secret that The Rock has all day long. He makes the person he's talking to feel incredibly important. It's all about being present. A lot of times you meet somebody and you can tell that they're focused on something else. They're not really interested in talking to you. But somebody that is incredibly sexy will engage you, will actually look you in the eye. When they're speaking, nod your head, lean in, all right? And when you're leaving, say, hey, it was so great to meet you, and repeat their name. Third secret to be sexier than other guys is to be playful and not take yourself too seriously. There is nothing sexy about a dude who is not able to laugh at himself, that is not able to joke around. He's so busy putting on an air of cool and trying to be like the man that everybody else around him can feel it, right? And it's repelling. As opposed to somebody who's able to laugh at themselves, who is vulnerable, who's able to engage and joke around and not take themselves seriously, it's like a magnet attracting your ass to them. Bring us to the fourth secret to be sexy, and that is to be vulnerable. So being vulnerable isn't the easiest thing to do. I know from personal experience, I've been very vulnerable here on my YouTube channel a few times, on a few videos. One particular is my darkest days, where I kind of let the camera roll while I'm getting upset and I'm crying. And the reason that video, in my opinion, is one of my best videos of all times, which I'll link to down below, is just because it connected me with you guys in a deeper level. Because when you're vulnerable, that's what happens. You connect and people feel safe. They feel like they can trust you. They feel like they can talk to you. Being vulnerable is scary, right? It's hard for all of us because you worry that if you let your guard down and you actually let somebody in to know sort of your deepest, darkest, like things that bother you and upset you, you worry that they might see you as weak. They worry that they might take advantage of you and use that to their advantage. But at the end of the day, guys, I am a firm believer that if you let people know who you are and you are vulnerable from time to time, it's the sexiest thing you can possibly do. Speaking of sexy, the fifth secret to be sexier than other dudes is all about style. Embracing and developing a personal style, guys, is crazy sexy. It doesn't matter if you're super small, it doesn't matter if you're super big like The Rock, because the truth is, even though The Rock is a large dude, he's always dressed incredibly well. All about the details. Now, old Rock was rocking like big baggy stuff, but the new Rock is wearing fitted things that are coordinated, and he's always accessorized with a badass pair of shades. The Rock is always killing it with a super stylish pair of shades. My personal favorite are the Aviators that he wears that have a gradient lens. Seriously, these are so The Rock, it's ridiculous. It doesn't get any more badass, stylish, or sexy than these Enemy 3s with the gradient lens. These are actually the tortoise. They've got the brown Zeiss gradient lenses. They've got the brown tortoiseshell acetate on the back. Guys, if you are looking for a super badass pair of sunglasses, you gotta hit our link down below and go check out Enemy. Enemy is the premium sunglass company that I started that isn't gonna break the bank. All of our glasses are under $100. We got 3 different options. We've got Enemy 1s, which are our version of the classic Wayfarer, except we've elevated in terms of style. And then the Enemy 2s, this is a pair of the Enemy 2s in black. It is our version of the Clubmaster. Check it out. Here's the Enemy 2s in tortoise. Absolutely ridiculous. They've also got the gradient lens. Guys, The Zeiss lenses that we use are the best in the game, like period. It doesn't get any better. The Mazziccioli acetate that we use, we import from Italy. And the hinges are stainless steel spring hinges, which means that they're gonna fit on a wider variety of heads and they're not gonna fall off and get like super loose. And then guys, the Enemy 3s are a sunglass style that I personally feel every single one of you should be rocking because they're classic, they're timeless. We didn't just go and stamp our logo on a pre-designed pair of shades. We customized every single aspect of each and every one of our pairs of sunglasses. Enemies are stylish, they're comfortable, and they are super affordable. So make sure to hit that link, go to Enemy, check it out. If you see anything you like, use that discount code. And if we're currently sold out of the style that you're loving, guys, no problem. Just make sure to go to that style and sign up to be notified when our new inventory arrives, which should be in about 1 to 2 weeks. Guys, we've got some new incredible acetates, some matte black options, some other gradients, guys. We are killing it, and you are gonna look sexy in a pair of Enemies. And last, but certainly not least, probably should be first, the 6th secret to be sexier than other dudes is confidence. There is nothing in this world that is sexier than a man who is confident in who he is. Does this mean that confident people don't have insecurities? And the answer is hell no. Confident people have insecurities. They struggle with things just like you and me. But the difference is that confident people have the ability to punch that little voice in the back of their head that's saying, you're not good enough. You can't do it, Jimmy. You're not gonna ever make it. They can punch it in the face. And even though they're not amazing at that specific thing, they're like, all right, I can acknowledge that I'm not amazing. I can still kick ass, and if I really want to, I could probably get better at that because I'm awesome. Like a moth to a flame, people are attracted to confidence, right? What happens? You flip on your light on your porch at night. There it is. There's this bulb. It's a bulb of awesome confidence, which should be you. And then what happens? 5 minutes later, all these bugs are flying around. They're like, oh, this is awesome. This is incredible. You're so confident and amazing. Gentlemen, if you can develop your inner bulb of awesome confidence, there's nothing that can stop you. And you could be, one day, the sexiest man alive.